Hello students, so we are taking a topic today, shapes of molecules and Vesper theory. So first is about the shapes of molecules. The definite relative arrangement of bounded atoms in a molecule is called geometry or shape of molecule. So why we have a need to know about the shapes of molecule? Why is it important? So due to some reasons, the shape of molecule is important in determining its physical and chemical properties. Physiochemical properties of biological important DNA molecule are partially due to its double spiral shape. So we're taking one example. Methane and water have nearly equal molecular weights, but methane boils at 112 Kelvin and water boils at 373 Kelvin due to the difference in the shapes of these molecules. Again, one question arises: why the molecules have a definite shape? Because the atoms combines to form a molecule in order to attain a state of minimum energy and maximum stability. Since there can be only one arrangement of bonded atoms electron pairs around the central atom corresponding to a state of minimum energy. Thus, molecule can have only one fixed or definite geometry with minimum energy and maximum stability. So, about the shape of molecule, we have first theory, Vesper theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Is firstly proposed by Sidgwick and Powell and finally developed by Gillespie and Nyholm. So what are the main postulates of this theory? First is the unpaired electrons in the valence shell of central atom form bond pairs with the unpaired electrons of the surrounding atoms, while paired electrons remain as lone pairs. So means to say, in balanced shell electrons, some of the electrons making the sharing and someone those are not sharing remain as lone pair of electron or non-bonded electrons. So being similarly charged, electronic charge, negative charge, the bond pairs as well as the lone pairs tend to repel one another. Those are linked with the central atom through an angle. Third is electron pairs around the central atom can adjust themselves with respect to one another in such a way that the force of repulsion among them becomes minimum. Fourth is the force of repulsion is minimum when the electron pairs are far away from one another and will be maximum when the electron pair will be more nearer to each other. Fifth one, the force of repulsion among the bond pairs and the lone pairs is not the same. The order of repulsion are, this is important, lone pair repulsion is maximum as compared to lone pair and bond pair. So why the different kind of bond pairs and lone pairs repulsion are different? Due to this reason, lone pair non-bonded pairs is influenced by the nucleus of the central atom only, because that is only attached with central atom. But bond pairs, shared bond pairs is under the influence of two nuclei, and due to the electron cloud of shared pairs, and due to this electron cloud of shared paired electrons contracts and occupies a small volume, and the repulsive forces between two bond pairs will be least due to the small electron cloud volume. But in lone pairs, electron cloud spreads out and occupies larger volume and move more nearer to each other to other lone pair and cause maximum repulsion. And maximum repulsion, spreading, and minimum repulsion, contraction. So about the next, the shapes of molecules according to VSEPR theory. So firstly we must understand about the general structures of the theory, number of electrons around central atom, geometry, shape of molecules, bond angles, and examples. First with the 2 pairs, 3 pairs, 4 pairs, 5 pairs, and 6 pairs. So geometry of a shape or shape of a molecule start with the 2 pairs. And in general geometries we are taking the both pairs as a bond pairs, not a lone pairs. So if central atom share 2 electrons and make a 2 bond pairs, then that show 180-degree angle in between the 2 bond pairs and occupies the structures of linear. 180-degree is the angle that show its linear structure, and these are the example. So I am taking one example of beryllium chloride is of linear structures with 3 pairs that has angle in between the all pairs with the central atom 120-degree and occupies trigonal planar structure 120-degree angle. And this is the example. Okay, BF3 is a trigonal planar with 4 pairs tetrahedral structure. Angle is this one, this angle is known as tetrahedron, and methane silicon tetrachloride have similar structures, and we say this is the structure of methane. With 5 pairs the structures occupies trigonal bipyramidal. So two angles are there, one is with the trigonal geometry on planar and second is perpendicular. Okay, these are the axial position and these are equatorial positions. Okay, and occupies a shape that we say trigonal bipyramidal, and examples are these. Okay, we take one more example of with this PCl5. Last structure is with the 6 pairs, and that structure we say octahedral. If central atoms share 6 electrons with the other atoms and occupy the shape this one 90-degree. Okay, so this is the example, and each angle in this case is of 90-degree. Now I am telling you one conceptual question you must know about when the structures of shape molecule will start. When at least there are 2 bond pairs. In the next article we are going to do one is regular geometries and second type is irregular geometries. Means one is the structures with all bond pairs, but irregular geometries when the some pairs are non-bonded also. Okay, so this is the main geometry linear and it has no irregular geometry, but in this case maybe the bend shape is a irregular geometry and this is trigonal planar is the main geometry. So let me see in the next article, in the next video I will show what are the regular and what are the irregular geometries with the examples. So hope you will revise this article, Vesper theory, read the postulates and try to understand. Okay, thanks, have a nice day.